What happens when a business overrun with emails, phone calls, and in-person visitors adopts an AI receptionist? In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I implemented a voice AI agent at a busy, multifaceted co-working business in San Francisco and the results we saw after implementation. I'll break down the issues the business was having, then walk you through the exact behind-the-scenes setup I created and the 4 different problems it solved starting the minute it was deployed. By the way, if you don't know me, I'm Anthony Scro. I help business owners understand and implement AI tools that make a measurable impact in their business. My list of clients spans healthcare, events, co-working, and IT, and I've spent over 600 hours building and testing solutions. Not just for my clients, but so I can also share my learnings here with you too. So my customer, Trellis Co-working, is a dynamic, vibrant co-working and event space in San Francisco. They value giving customers a high-touch, personalized experience, from greeting every person as they walk in the door to special events for members. Giving focused attention to their customers matters for their bottom line. Now, Trellis has some unique challenges that make that job difficult. They have a front desk, cafe, event space, meeting rooms, co-working areas, and private offices across 3 floors that require constant in-person attention. And their phone system, another essential touchpoint to their customers, is a double-edged sword. It's a potentially significant revenue source, but it can also be a time waster. Folks call in asking about memberships, private office rentals, and event rentals. This is great for new business, but answering the same questions repeatedly is time consuming. It also detracts from the timely service they're trying to give in-person customers and pulls them away from their other on-site duties. As if that's not enough, they have to run to the physical desk phone to answer each call. And if staff does miss a call, which happens regularly, that's potential lost business from customers or additional phone tag with vendors or other important callers. All of these issues demanded a voice agent that always answers the phone first, then transfers the call to Trellis staff if the customer wants to be transferred, or if the agent determines the ask is best handled by a person. This solves 4 problems. Number 1, missed calls, immediate call answering. No matter what time of day it is, or if the team is busy, the phone will always be answered immediately. Even if there's a caller on the other line, customers won't be put on hold or get a busy signal as the agent can handle multiple calls simultaneously. Number 2, sales and booking friction. The agent can text callers a link to sign up for a membership or co-working pass, or fill out an event inquiry form. This reduces friction for buyers as they can transition directly from having their questions answered to the ability to buy with minimal delay or effort. Number 3, time-consuming customer education. The agent patiently, thoroughly, and cheerily answers all questions callers might have about the co-working facilities or potential events at Trellis. Number 4, unqualified buyers and other time wasters. The agent filters out calls that aren't serious prospective customers. This includes spam calls, phishing calls, and salespeople, people just checking pricing, or people who aren't a good fit for Trellis's offerings. Those screened calls is extra time saved not talking to time wasters. Stick around because now I'll walk you through the process of how I created this agent. To create this agent, I primarily used 3 no-code software tools, Dialpad and Make.com. I then connected those programs to other software for data transmission and storage, which I'll cover later. So you might be asking yourself at this point, as my clients often do, why don't you just use XYZ AI product that's already built into my calling platform, or another cost-effective alternative? Isn't that cheaper and easier for me? It's a great question and one you should definitely be asking. Here's a quick analogy for you. Have you ever wanted a premium product and in searching for it found something on Amazon that looked pretty much the same but was half the price or less? You buy it thinking, why would I pay so much when I can just get this cheaper one? Only to get the product and quickly discover its limitations. Or maybe it works poorly or just breaks. And now you regret it. As they say, you get what you pay for. Similarly with AI solutions, especially if you're not familiar with the technology and what's required to get a good result, you're not going to know the issues until you already embedded the solution in your company and it's a mess to fix. Not to mention losing customers due to having a poor interaction with your subpar service. Now, I'm not saying all off-the-shelf solutions are useless. Many of them do just enough of what you need and you're good to go. But it's important to do your research, and that's what I'm here for. So stay tuned while I walk you through the flow of how an AI agent works in a real business. First, a customer calls the phone number they see on the company website or on Google. I set up a dial plan in Dialpad, the telephone platform Trellis uses. A dial plan dictates the flow of a phone call, such as which phone number in a business rings first, if it will ring one phone or multiple phones simultaneously, etc. For this example, the dial plan is very simple, and it simply forwards the number to Retail AI. The reason we want to use Dialpad as a first port of any call is it gives us flexibility with the setup further along in the call flow. For instance, some businesses prefer that during business hours, their staff members answer the phone first, and only if they're not available or if the lines are busy will the AI receptionist answer. Then, after business hours, the phones will only ring the AI receptionist, assuring that they don't miss valuable calls when no one is available. So if we had set up the system so that the phone rings retail first, which is where our AI receptionist is hosted, we are locked into the AI answering the phone first every time, without the option for staff to answer first. So routing through Dialpad or another phone provider is a necessary first step. Now, once the phone call gets forwarded to the AI receptionist hosted on the voice platform, Retail AI, this is where the AI magic happens. Using the prompt that I've written as guidance for its role and task, the AI agent answers the call and helps the customer. In case you're not familiar, a prompt is an absolutely vital part of the performance of an agent, and even the most nuanced differences in a prompt can change an AI agent's behavior. So they require extremely precise instructions in order to generate consistent quality results. For this prompt, there were a couple of unique scenarios to deal with. Firstly, Trellis is not just a co-working space. They're also an event venue and have a full-fledged cafe, so callers can have a variety of questions. Therefore, it took special care to ensure that their knowledge base documents were well structured for the AI to be able to pull the correct answer depending on the scenario. In case that term is new to you, a knowledge base is a structured text document containing key external-facing information about a business. It contains information such as business hours and location, services or product offerings, frequently asked questions, policies, and other details that an AI employee needs to know to effectively serve customers. Another refinement we made in the prompting was around how the AI agent screens callers. These days, people are accustomed to speaking to unintelligent voice systems that can only recognize a handful of phrases, which often leads people to simply say things like operator or speak to someone, assuming that the system is incapable of handling the request. If folks always ask to speak to a person automatically, it defeats the purpose of the AI agent handling common requests, questions, and spam callers. To both serve callers better and to give Trellis staff the reprieve needed from the constantly ringing phones, I changed the agent's behavior to first ask qualifying questions before transferring someone. This system is a crucial win for Trellis for a couple of reasons. It screens out callers that don't actually need the time and attention of a Trellis staff member, and if they do, by collecting the reason for wanting to speak to someone, we're able to analyze the data over time. We can then update the agent to better handle those requests in the future on its own, further reducing the need to transfer calls. So to perform actions for customers without the assistance of Trellis staff, the AI agent has to talk to an automation platform called Make.com, or Make for short. The tool we set up is for Make to text callers a link, allowing them to create a co-working booking, sign up for a membership, or submit an event inquiry form. That way, while they are still on the call with the AI assistant, they can take the action they need without having to then get off the phone, find Trellis's website, and navigate to the appropriate menu. Several steps all taken care of in seconds. So what is Make.com and how does it work? Make.com is a no-code automation platform that processes and manipulates data and can perform certain actions based on logic you specify. It can connect to many different apps with drag and drop logic to create automated workflows. If you're curious to learn more about Make, I explain the basics of how Make.com works in another video. Check it out here or below in the description. Make receives info both during and after the call to take actions to help the customer in some instances, and in others to provide the post-call data analysis and transcript. Make receives info both during and after the call to take actions to help the customer in some instances, and in others, to provide the post-call data analysis and transcript. Finally, at the end of the call, the Trellis team gets a summary email of the customer's chat with the agent. No need to listen to voicemails or play phone tag for days. For consistent, centralized tracking, the data also gets entered into an Airtable, which is like an online Excel spreadsheet, where caller data and call transcripts are stored and can be reviewed at any time by the team. So what results has the receptionist agent delivered for Trellis? They're able to answer questions at any time of day, whether they've already gone home, helping customers out sick or on vacation. They can get new customers signed up for memberships and prospective event rental clients further down the sales pipeline without even needing to answer the phone, thanks to the booking link and event inquiry form texting features. But why take it from me? Let's hear from the Trellis team directly.
It's great. It's saving my team a lot of time. They're getting way fewer disruptions. They're able to give better customer service to the people that are in person, but they're also able to focus on their work more deeply, and that's definitely valuable. I see the value now as pretty significant. Being able to offer 24-hour benefit is huge.
The fact that we can kind of avoid the really easy questions or the spam or the sales calls has been really helpful for productivity, I would say.
I hope you found this real-world use case for voice AI agents helpful. If you'd like help integrating AI solutions in your business with measurable ROI, feel free to book a 30-minute consultation call at the link in the description. Please consider giving this video a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.